Paul Ryan. You gotta check out YouTube. There is an incredible interview of Paul Ryan talking about the wondrous things that Ayn Rand would bring to this country if only her principles would be followed by the government. And then it is followed by an interview that CBS reporter Mike Wallace had with Ayn Rand. And I want to read you some of this. This is what Paul Ryan said in an interview. Ayn Rand, more than anyone else, did a fantastic job explaining the morality of capitalism, the morality of individualism. If Ayn Rand were here today, she would do a great job of showing us just how wrong what government is doing is. It's that kind of thinking that's sorely needed right now. Now, what is that kind of thinking? Well, I want to walk you through the Mike Wallace interview. Mike Wallace asked her the following. You say you don't like the altruism by which we live. You like a certain kind of Ayn Rand selfishness. To which Rand replies, like is too weak a word. I consider it evil because we are now moving toward complete collectivism or socialism. We are moving that way only because of our altruistic morality. Wallace then asks, one of the principal achievements of this country is the gradual growth of socially protected legislation based on the principle that we are our brother's keepers. And Rand responds, I feel that's terrible. You are moving toward destruction unless all of these welfare state constructions are being reversed and rejected. Read that, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. That's what she's talking about. Wallace then said, you are out to destroy almost every edifice in the contemporary American way of life. Our Judeo-Christian religion, our modified government-regulated capitalism, are ruled by majority will. It is said that you scorn churches and the concept of God. Is that accurate? Rand's reply, yes. Wallace then asked, Christ and every moral leader has told us we should love one another. Why then is this kind of love in your mind immoral? Rand replies, it's immoral if it is love placed above one's self. Appeal to selfishness. Then comes the clincher. Wallace then asks this, and if a man or a woman is weak, are they then beyond love? Is a man then beyond love? To which Rand replies, he certainly does not deserve it. He certainly is beyond it. Wallace then sums up. Then there are very few of us in this world who, by your standards, are worthy of love. Rand's reply, unfortunately, yes, very few. These are the principles that Senator Johnson and Paul Ryan want us to govern by. And so that is why this is not about party. This is about what your vision is of what kind of society and what kind of a country this ought to be. And this really is a choosing time. We can choose, if we want, to let Sheila Harsdorf and others like her continue to serve as the great enablers that allow these zealots to destroy everything we believed in. Or we can stand up and say, no, we do believe we are our brother's keepers. We do believe that we need to have a balance between individual responsibility and social responsibility. And we have to make our fellow citizens aware of the fact that if the Republican leadership in the state had their way, if they had their way, there would be no room in the end whatsoever for social responsibility. And to me, that is the essence of what this recall issue is all about. And so we're not gathered here today simply because we like you as a candidate, although we do. We're here because she is the instrument, the only one that you have in order to stop this destruction of what we've held dear in terms of Wisconsin values for all of these years.